Hello, I'm Brad Craddock, principal of Glenn High School. I'd like to take a moment and welcome our students and their families, our staff, and any guests that may be joining us for our first ever virtual graduation ceremony for Robert B. Glenn High School. We realize while this is not the normal way of graduating our students, my staff has worked hard to ensure we recognize all students and their accomplishments. I ask that you take time to celebrate the accomplishments and the tenacity this class has shown throughout its entire school career. Again, I thank you for joining us for this special ceremony.
Hello everyone, I'm Makai Fenner, the senior class president. I understand the times we are going through aren't ideal nor convenient, but just remember you're not alone. I would like to thank the administrators, the staff, and faculty for being there for us over these past 4 years. I would like to thank parents, guardians, friends, and family for helping us to where we are now. I would also like to thank the student body president, who is also the vice president, Leilani Herrera, and the senior class deans and officers for helping not only me, but the senior class as a whole for making it the best year you all could possibly make it. Now I will congratulate the class of 2020 for making it this far, but just know the journey has just begun. A journey will not always be easy, and it will never always be easy, but goals worth obtaining aren't supposed to be. I can now remember as a freshman going into orientation thinking this would be the longest 4 years of my life. But just like that, I was preparing for the ACT, and next thing you know, it was time to pay senior dues. And here we are, graduating. Having the honor to attend Glenn is very unappreciated because we're able to witness what many others aren't: diversity. Diversity is what moves the school forward and what continues to keep moving the school into the right direction. We have the opportunity to understand the differences of others that come from a completely different background than ours, and accept them for who they are and not turn them away because of who they are. Having the opportunity to create bonds with people I would have never imagined to be close with has made me a better student and a better person. We all have those moments of looking back at our freshman pictures and wondering how we went from that to where we are now, and wondering why our parents will let us walk out the house with some of the clothes we had on. But if anything, that just let us understood what looks good on us and what doesn't, while I'm still trying to figure that out. There's a lot of things we're still trying to figure out, and there's a lot of things we have figured out. Like the type of people we want and don't want to be around, like what we choose and don't choose to do with our time. These decisions in our life can create major outcomes in our future if we don't recognize the importance of how truly valuable they are. Luckily, our generation is the generation to understand the deeper meaning behind mental health, women's rights, technology and innovation, bullying, and community involvement. These are all values that are held at different places in our hearts. So always remember what values are closest to your heart, regardless if these are some of these or not. Because we're about to enter a world that doesn't necessarily always care about what values are important to you. We're about to be exposed to different ideologies and new influences that might completely be different from ours. So no matter what path you take and where you choose to go, always keep what is most important to you closest to your heart. Don't let the negative persuasions deny you from where you want to go, but just remember, if you really want to go where you want to go, you won't let anything get in your way. No matter how many people tell you you're not enough, and no matter how many people tell you you can't do it, no matter how many people tell you maybe next time, it only takes that one person to say yes to everything you are working for, truly worth it. So that one time that you get the opportunity, remember the work of the late nights and those early mornings that others didn't see. Because everybody wants to reach the top of the mountain, but not everybody is willing to do what it takes. Be that one person that is willing to make the change for your family, and be that individual who's willing to make their dreams come into reality. Because in the end, it will all be worth it. Many talk, but few will do. So don't just talk about it, be about it. Remember, this is not the end of our journey. The journey is just beginning. Class of 2020, I don't know where this journey will take us, but I signed up for the ride. Did you?
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that needs design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head.
Good afternoon. The senior class of 2020 is to be commended for their accomplishments that they have achieved throughout their 4 years at Glenn High School. On your graduation programs which you'll receive, you'll see the symbols listed to denote students who have distinguished themselves as honor graduates, National Honor Society members, Crosby Scholars, members of the Beta Club and National Technical Honor Societies, and North Carolina Academic Scholars. The NC Academic Scholars is an academically challenging high school program sponsored by the state of North Carolina. Recipients must have an unweighted GPA of 3.5 in a curriculum consisting of advanced levels and academic courses, as well as in a concentration of an elective area such as the arts, career technical education, or ROTC. 36 of our seniors have qualified for this honor this year, and they will receive a North Carolina academic seal on their diploma. Our congratulations go to all of our honorees this year. The Winston-Salem Journal Valedictorian Award is presented annually to the student in each high school who has attained the highest quality point average based on 4 years of work. This award is determined not only by the grades earned, but also by taking into account the difficulty level of the student's courses. I'm pleased to announce that the Glenn High School recipient of the 2020 Winston-Salem Journal Valedictorian Award is J.C. Busick.
Good afternoon, class of 2020. My name is J.C. Busick, and it is an honor to be able to give this speech. I would like to start by saying thank you to my friends and family for the support and guidance you have given me on this 13-year journey. Coach Mel, thank you. You have made a lasting impact on my life, both on and off the court. And I would especially like to thank my mom. You have made so many sacrifices that have allowed me to become the person I am today, and for that, I will always be grateful. When I look back upon my high school experience, it wasn't always easy, but it was definitely worth it. From our first day of school, many of us began to think about the day when we would walk across the stage and be handed our high school diplomas. I'm not a betting person, but I'd be willing to bet that none of us ever dreamed that our big day would look like this. For the past 3 months, we have all dealt with emotions of disappointment, confusion, sadness, and anger. Events that would mark the end of our high school career were suddenly taken from us in the blink of an eye. We were all made painfully aware that we would no longer have the senior nights, last performances, all-star games, awards banquets, prom, senior trip, or graduation that we had all long looked forward to. Even writing this speech, I struggled. How could I put into words what my time at Glenn meant to me when it just felt so unfinished? Many of you know that I didn't start high school at Glenn, and coming here was a bit of a culture shock for me. I came into an environment where I knew no one other than the basketball team. Within the first week of school, I learned 3 things. 1, there are very few empty seats, if any, in most classes, so trying to avoid having to sit next to someone is nearly impossible. 2, the hallways aren't numbered in a way that makes any sense. And 3, East Forsyth is the enemy. I came to Glenn with a clean slate and low expectations. I knew that I would become a part of Glenn, but I had no idea that Glenn would eventually become a part of me. These past 4 years have been physically, mentally, and emotionally taxing for all of us, but we've all strived towards the same goal, giving Glenn the recognition it deserves. In this year alone, our class ignited a spark within the public's opinion of Glenn. They began to see what we've always known. Football advanced to the 3rd round of the state playoffs. Wrestling won the conference. Men's basketball won the conference tournament. And my personal favorite, women's basketball, were the Mary Garber champions along with the regular season and conference tournament champs. This doesn't include the countless hours put in and accolades received by our performing arts, service clubs, and student organizations. Whether you realized it or not, you are a part of what makes this place so special. The people within the walls of Glenn are the backbone of its identity. From Mrs. Sutton giving her 10-minute first day of class lecture on how she will be called Mrs. and not Miss Sutton, to Miss Leahy yelling at everyone to take their hats and hoods off in the hallway, from Miss Hall dancing at the pep rally to Miss Joyner treating off her students like they're her children. Each person here is significant. In these times of uncertainty, however, 2 people in particular have stepped up to help us make the most of the situation we were all thrown in and give us the best conclusion possible. Mrs. Parnell and Carmichael, thank you for not giving up on us. Congratulations, class of 2020. We've done it. We're officially graduating. Though our end isn't how we envisioned it, it doesn't take away from our accomplishments. In a time such as this, a quote from Maya Angelou stands out to me. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Though our situation can't change, our perspective can. While it's easy to look at everything we didn't get to do or experience, we need to focus on all the good times we had and everything that we have to look forward to. Our time together has ended, but our lives are truly just beginning. Make the most of yours.
To the class of 2020, I am honored to be before you for this special occasion. While the culminating experience for many classes before you was the traditional pomp and circumstance, your experience here today cannot be described as traditional because these are not traditional times. In spite of all that you've endured, you have risen to the challenge to be one of our most successful graduating classes. Your school graduation here today is the beginning of a new journey in life, one that is full of self-discovery and opportunity to take on the world. The Winston-Salem Forsyth County graduating class of 2020 is made up of 3,900 students who can be described as the generation to pave the way to a different type of world, one in which we will be proud to live and grow in years to come. This class has endured and demonstrated leadership beyond imagination. You are on track to receive more than $120 million in academic scholarships. You are Moorhead Scholars. You are National Merit Scholars. You are Park Scholars. You are Cheatham White Scholars. You are Academy appointments. You will attend HBCUs across the country. You will attend Ivy League universities across the country. You will attend community colleges, public and private, across this great nation. You will enter every branch of the armed forces. You will enter the workforce. You are recipients of the Winston-Salem Foundation Youth Grant Makers in Action. You are recipients of the YMC Black Achievers Awards. Nearly 1,500 of you are Crosby Scholars. How great that is. You are the Winston-Salem Forsyth County Governor's Volunteer Service Award recipients, and you are the YMCA Latino Achievers Award winners. But none of that matters as much as the fact that you are the proud graduates, the great graduates, the wonderful students of very proud parents, grandparents, and other family members. This graduating class will never be forgotten. You will never be forgotten. You are a special group of students. I challenge you to go forward and lead, go forward and change the world. Go forward and dare to be all you can be. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
My name is Shay Woodbury, Chair of the Winston-Salem Forsyth County Board of Education, and I bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Education and the Superintendent, Dr. Angela Harrison. It is an honor and privilege to recognize and celebrate the graduating class of 2020 of Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. This class has definitely made history because you have persevered through a global pandemic. You have learned to love more because of a global pandemic, and you will transform our world after a global pandemic. This community is proud of you, love you, and wish you the best. So we hope you stay safe. May you have peace and many blessings. Thank you.
Good afternoon, respected colleagues, families, and 2020 graduates. I am honored as this year's Teacher of the Year to welcome you all to this ceremony. I started teaching here in the fall of 2016 when you all entered here as freshmen. It has been my honor and privilege to work with so many of you during the last 4 years. Today is a day of celebration, especially for you as graduates and your families. We are all here to say goodbye as you are leaving Glenn High School after a successful completion of your high school career. It's time for you to start your next adventures in life. Despite the hard task, sadness, and grief that you have encountered while in high school, at the end of it all, you have completed this journey with many great achievements and memories. Many teachers, coaches, friends, and family members have helped you reach these accomplishments. We have been here as you have received athletic and academic scholarships, service awards, and many other honors. Accept every challenge thrown your way. Don't be afraid to try something new. Know your value and focus on what you can control. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. COVID-19 has been a whirlwind for all of us, especially for you as your senior year ended much sooner than expected and before many celebrations were able to happen. Christian D. Larson said, "Believe in yourself in all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle." This is just the beginning for you, though. There will be many more celebrations to come for each and every one of you. We here at Glen are excited for your next steps. Don't forget us. Let us know the great things you are doing, and when you need help or guidance, please make sure to reach out to us. I'm going to leave you with two things. Be kind and good to people in your next steps. Think big thoughts and be optimistic in whatever you do. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2020.
The Montague Medal was first awarded in 1889 by Colonel Montague, an attorney and resident of Winston-Salem. He was very interested in education and established the award when he observed that while there were many awards in the school system, there were none strictly for academics at that time. He died in 1938, and in his will he created a trust, now administered by the Winston-Salem Foundation. The recipient of the Montague Medal at each high school within the Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools is the senior who has earned the highest total of quality points on final marks in 6 classes taken during the senior year. The 6 courses which earn the highest number of quality points will be used to calculate this total. In the event of a tie, the highest total quality points from all courses will be used. We are very pleased to present the 2020 Glen High School Montague Medal to Abigail Herrera Leal.
This graduation ceremony looks very different, but the accomplishments of completing a phase of your life has not changed. It's my hope that this is just the first of many graduations you will have in your life. Education is a key to being successful in life. The more degrees you have, the greater your ability to earn money, but remember, it's not a guarantee to success. Experience and making good decisions along with education is the key to success. This class entered school during a very different time in education. The country had changed due to many tragic events in our history. Schools had to change to ensure safety and to deliver instruction to meet the new mandates. School violence became more normal, but you learned not only to survive, but to thrive in the changed environment. You all experienced success at many different levels. You made your way through the different schools, all the while learning not only the curriculum, but what it means to be a member of the community. 4 years ago, you entered Glen High School. You may have been scared, nervous, because no one likes changes. Remember your first few days here. You probably got lost once or twice. You may even went to the wrong class or read your schedule wrong. Some of you probably ended up at Sheets, which was against the rules. The most important lesson learned from this journey must center on where you've come from, which will help you guide where you're going. Learning in school takes many different angles. Some of the learning is curriculum. The other part is learning how to get along with people. But the most important learning is about what you stand for as a person. I hope we've helped you center your learning on who you are, who you want to be, and how to be successful in life. It's my hope that during your time here, you've made friends that you will hold on to for your lifetime. One of the problems with growing and experiencing new adventure is you sometimes lose your friends from the past. I suggest you take time to reach out to an adult or a friend who's made a difference and write them a note. And yes, I would suggest a handwritten note. I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but many of us keep those notes and refer to them when we're having a bad day. And would you not want to be the person that restores a smile to a favorite person from here? In closing, each class has their own unique traits for the staff. This is my last graduating class here at Glenn High School. I've spent the last 30 years working to prepare students for their next adventure in life. It's finally time for me to experience my next adventure. I wish you success and happiness, and I'm going to leave you with one last secret of success. As you prepare for adulthood, find a career you're passionate about and make a difference. If you find a career you're passionate about, you will never work a day in your life. Thank you for always making sure to take care of the important things. Remember those adults who have helped you along the way. Good friends will always find a way to support you. And finally, even though I'm retiring, I'm sure you will always be welcome at Glenn High School. But remember, please come before school or after school or to an athletic contest to visit people. And remember, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat. Good luck and much success to the class of 2020.
One, two, three.
Brandon Thomas Absher. Michelle Leanne Akins. Morgan Lee Akins. Nyasha Latrice Allen. Davion Fonte Allsbrook Miller. Charles Ethan Andahar. Fernando Jose Anorve Colon. Janshawn Capone Armstrong. Samuel Alexander Armstrong. Remedios Socorro Arredondo. Gabriela Ariola. John Wyatt Atkins. Cameron Anthony Atwood. Leah Janice Avila Pineda. Fernando Samuel Barrera. Christiana Marie Barrett. Haley Selena Batista. Brandon Rafael Batista Rosales. Jacqueline Bizerto. Ashanti Elise Bedassi. Humberto Bedoya Diaz. Jacob Christian Belcher. Amber Lee Bennett. Rayana Latrice Bentley. Megan Denise Blair. Nolan Christopher Blake. Ryland Don Blaylock. Macy Grace Bodenheimer. Layla Morgan Bonner. Sean Michael Booker Jr. Tanner Richmond Bray. Alex Edward Brown III. Kendra Shea Brown, Shelby Renee Brown, Austin Jacob Butcher, Trevor Andrew Burns, JC Lee Busick, Mario Alberto Bustamante Rodriguez, Jose Manuel Butler Colon, Travis Devonte Francis Keynes, Jayla Deshay Caldwell, Marco Antonio Campos Armenta, Serena Nicole Capps, Elijah Gray Cardwell, Michael Brooks Fielder Sirico, Haley Michelle Castevens, Sergio Castaneda Arizmendi, Zulmalitzi Mariana Castaneda Molina, Amariani Castellanos Aviles, Brant Cecilio Castro Bendel, Cecil Richard Chambers, Noah Ray Chambers, Joey McCrae Cheney, Trey Shedwar, Israel Alejandre Chavaria Jr., Michaela Robin Chenever, Maru Cisneros Santiago, Leah Avari Clay, Elizabeth Leela Coe, Dustin Ryan Camo, Briseida Cordova Rivera, Steve Corona, Garrett Michael Coert, William Tyrese Craig Blakely, Marcellus Ray Jean Krishlow, Marquise Tyrese Critchlow, Brianna Alexis Krim, Nikia Danae Crockett, Rochelle Cruz Castillo, Jonathan Daniel Cumber, Kendra Nichelle Cunningham, Shaniquia Elizabeth Cuthbertson, Willis Jewel Daniel, Aaron Nicholas Davis, Kosani Malik Davis. Tommy Lee Davis Jr. Cameron Margaret Dean. Nia Nyok Din. Genesis Dominguez Pelaez. Ariana Dominguez Rodriguez. Brianna Pandora Dorsey. Jonah Hayden Durham. Blair Hampton Edwards. Michaela Cheyenne Ellison. Kylie Amber Fackler. Makai Alexander Fenner. Christian Javier Flores Bayo. Corey Danielle Floyd. Jeremiah Jehovah Floyd. Dylan Wayne Fox. Jeffrey David Franklin II. Denise Giovanna Frausto. Hannah Nicole Fraser. Micah Isaiah Gainey. Gavitt Alec Galliano. Jessica Garcia. Martha Jasmine Garcia Simone. Jorge Luis Garcia Marin. Kelly Azucena Garibo Hernandez. Chase Alexander Garkovich. Ariana Shani Garvins Sullivan. Jalen Unique Gathings. Adriana Gomez Noyola. Belinda Gonzalez Hernandez. Brandon Jesus Gonzalez. Virgilio Gallo Gonzalez. Jordy Guillermo Gopar Moore. Hillary Jean Grandstaff. Antonio DeMarco Gray. Timothy Everett Green. Austin Michael Green. Ethan Andrew Green. Gracie Lynn Griffin. Michaela Hope Gross. Jocelyn Guerrero Martinez. Derek Guerrieri. Jaden Lee Guy. Jesus Axel Guzman Valiente. Kylie James Hackman. Jomasiah Andrea Hairston. Robert Saber Hall. Serenity Tracy Hall. Aviona Jerisa Nicole Hamlet. Tony Lynn Hammond. Megan Alyssa Haps. Natalie Alexis Hardin. Jelani Maurer Harrell. Robert Bernard Harris. Rebecca Corina Hawks. Michaela Samaria Hedgepeth. Juan Manuel Hernandez Jr. Stephanie Hernandez Asabe. Emily Hernandez Aviles. Hugo Anthony Hernandez Cruz. Cesar Luis Hernandez Ramos. Leilani Herrera. Abigail Herrera Leal. Matthew Dale Hobson. Duncan Parker Howard. Chandler James Hoyle. Victoria Azure Huntley. Asia Cicero Hutchins Morrison. Ananda Cree Jackson. Nadesa Imani Jefferson. Imani Jonay Johnson. Amari Jonay Jones. Jamala Devay Jordan Baker. Darren Blake Kendrick. Timothy Dean Knight. Caitlin Nicole Knox. Griffin Thomas Larson. Jacob Daniel Lawson. Ashanti Lachey Leak. Cassandra Renee Leak. Emily Linares Perez. Kenya Lopez Oregon. Kimberly Lopez Oregon. Jamie Lopez Pineda. Violeta Lopez Sandoval. Estrella Itzel Lopez Serrano. Darian James Lowe. Jennifer Luiganas Peralata. Jacob Ryan Macy. John Elian Megadon. Ashley Megadon Cisneros. Laura Lisbeth Marin Garcia. Caleb Aaron Markland. Daniel James Martin. Medea Marie Elaine Martin. Alejandra Martinez Dominguez.
Kylie Riddell Mayhall. Emily Ann McCann. Bijan Sinai McCoy. Nasir Jaquan Merritt. Edwin Medrano Noyola. Michelle Mejia Mosqueda. Mackenzie Marie Mendoza. Jacob Davis Wolfgang Messick. Weston Christopher Miranda. Heather Autumn Mitchell. Brianna Marie Montoya. Marlinda Lucy Montoya. Devin Tyler Moore. Christian Adrian Morales. Jocelyn Morales Gonzalez. Jacob Francisco Moreno Puente. Desmond Deshawn Morgan. Nicole Marie Morris. Deviante Jamar Moses. Destiny Lachey Moses. Michaela Ann Motzinger. Mason Moyado Gonzalez. Jabir Aziz Mohammed. Rihanna Gail Murden. Logan Reed Nance. Daniel Darius Elijah Napper. Justin Edwin Navarrete Pisa. Melissa Negrete Arriaga. Ramsey Wayne Nelson. Serenity Marie Ray Newbill. Brandon Lance Newsom. Alex Nieves Dina. Leme Leslie Omedo Salinas. Carla Nayeli Oriana Murillo. Ray Angel Ortiz Cisneros. Michael Ty Osterman. Mackenzie Grace Owen. Israel Pascual. Ramiro Pascual Hernandez. Elizabeth Pelaez de la Cruz. Jessica Perez Cortez. David Perez Noyola. Rosalba Perez Olmedo. Takaya Lejeda Perry. Mildred Yaritze Peretan Mariche. Regina Levette Pettigrew. Devin Allen Piner. Yaire Aslan Poblete Saravio. Jordan Matthew Poole. Jose Prudente Hernandez. Laura Araceli Quinones. Adam Andrew Rajkumar. Luis Elmer Ramirez. Laritza Ramirez Olivo. Neftali Antonio Ramos. Cheyenne Renee Ramsey. Sitlali Raso Bermudez. Taylor Danielle Red. Selena Dawn Reeves. Hayden Dell Ridenhour. Elmer Rivas. Francisca Gabriela Rivera. Nathaniel Pablo Rivera. Crystal Naomi Rivera Marti. Tamila Renee Roberts. Jamil Dewan Robertson. Fatima Montserrat Rodriguez. Olimpo Montalvo Rodriguez. Gerardo Angel Rodriguez Camacho. Jessica Maribel Rodriguez Flores. Emily Romero Lara, Madai Rosales Hernandez, Caitlin Cheyenne Rose, Tyler Norman Rothrock, Ruby Esmeralda Ruiz, Jaime Ruiz Quiterio, Brandon Axel Romaldo Leon, Gabriel Blees Russell, Michael Leon Russell Moore, Cole Jameson Sane, Erica Abigail Samaron Ruiz, Pamela Sanchez Diaz, Anthony John Santiago, Ija Soda Mariam Sar, Derek LeSean Scaife, Nehun Hernandez Segura, Lazaro Uriel Serrano Cruz, Kevin Serrano Cisneros, Juliet Eden Shaw, Halen Amir Sherman, Jack Michael Shields, Christian Silva Oliva, Litzy Estefany Cinico Hernandez, Logan Lee Sledge, Jesse David Smith, Justice Jotel Smith, Caleb Christian Smith, Kendall Boone Smith, Madison Bridget Smith, Ariana Monier Smith, Rico Monte Smith III, Cornell Jawan Smire, Amari Daquan Span, Alexander James Spitzer, Caleb Scott Sprague, Jasmine Lynette Steele, Ava Catherine Day Stemple, Anthony Kennard Sturdivant Jr., Ashanti Renee Sutton, Emily Brianne Sutton, Jonathan Addison Taylor, Gavin Carrick Teague, Remy Jahan Thomas. Domitila Toledo Ortega. Cime Toledo Ramirez. Shania Imani Tolliver. Tony Toribio Estrada. Luis Marcel Toribio Palma. Donna Thatch Tran. Jordan Kyrie Turner. Daphne Josel Torrado. Abundio Jesus Yoranga Avila. Myra Emidelia Yoranga Avila. Stephanie Valdez. Giovanni Valdez Vieira. Sandra Valdivinos Talavera. Abril Valente Hernandez. Cesar Alexis Valentin Mortiga. Andy Valverde Riano. Emir Vismare Vasquez Diaz. Emily Nicole Votter. Aaron Robert Vogler. Peyton Cole Voisard. Jordan Lynn Wallen. Genesis Amisha Webster. Felicia Nicole Wesley. Nige Amari Deshay Westmoreland. Nakia Jamal Weston. Kiera Nicole Whitaker. Justice Xavier Wiggins. Sarah Mackenzie Wiles. Krishan Aman Williams. Jake Williams. Joseph Benny Williams. Julius Xavier Williams. Kevin Mendoza Williams. Ryan Terry Williams. Victoria Ann Williams. Taylor Jean Wilson. Gabrielle Nicole Winters. Ava Christine Wolcheski. Jacob Thomas Woods. Olivia Jean Woodward. Dana Jahili Zavala Contreras.
Good afternoon, faculty and staff of Glen High School, family, friends, and the class of 2020. First and most importantly, we made it. I want to start by personally thanking God, my family and friends, boyfriend, teachers, coaches, and anyone else watching who has helped guide and support me throughout these 4 years. I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for all of you, so thank you. I know today isn't how any of us anticipated it to be. In fact, these past 3 months have been anything but ordinary. Many of us have missed out on things we've been looking forward to, things like spring sports, senior nights, dance, band, orchestra, and chorus concerts, senior showcase, prom, our senior class trip, even graduation. The list goes on and on. I know that nothing anyone can say or do will bring back the things we lost. Walking into this year, none of us could have predicted this to happen, but that is life, ever-changing and unpredictable. If there is one thing for us all to take away from this, it is to never take anything for granted. Make every day count, cherish every moment, and always live life to the fullest. 4 years ago, we walked through the doors of Glen High School as children, and now we leave as adults. Maybe not anytime soon, but one day we'll look back on the 4 years we spent here, and we'll miss the days when life was easy. We'll miss the friendships, the laughs, smiles, and memories. But today is not the day to be sad. Today is the day we celebrate our accomplishments and the potential of the 336 talented and gifted students graduating. It's time for us to begin a new chapter in life. For some of us, this may be terrifying, and that's okay. Fear is a good thing. In fact, Will Smith says it best. God places the best of things in life on the other side of fear. To the class of 2020, this is my message to you. Live every day like it's your last. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Be patient, dream big, and remember that whatever you do in life, do it well.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Why'd you have to leave so soon?
Yeah, why'd you have to go?
Why'd you have to leave me when I needed you the most? 'Cause I don't really know how to tell you without feeling much worse.
I know you're in a better place, but it's always gonna hurt. Carry on.
Carry on.
Give me all the strength I need. Carry on.
Carry on.
It's been a long day.
It's been a
Without you, my
long
friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way
Come a
where we
long
began.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Oh,
How do I breathe without you? Feeling so cold. I'll be waiting right here till the day you're coming home. Carry on.
Carry on.
Give me all the strength I need. Carry on.
Carry on. So let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go. And every road you take will always lead you home.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see
By the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina and the Winston-Salem Forsyth County Board of Education, I hereby pronounce you graduates, Robert B. Glenn High School, class of 2020. You may now turn your tassel.